Right. Let's look at the first question we had. Oh, there was actually one question for you. If we have a 30-minute wick, what time frame should I
Yeah,
look at for an
I
entry?
already.
Okay. Um, when do you like to take a continuation trade from OTE of 1 minute lags? A lot of the times we don't get rebalance the whole range and reject from 1 minute lags. The only reason I keep missing the trades because we would be very high into premium and I would expect a rebalance into discount of the whole range. But the 1 minute range holds. I mean, if you have a strong conviction for a higher time frame draw, which like yesterday, for example, we pretty much opened and then just traded higher the whole day. Um, you could take your chances with smaller time frame ranges and not expect a full retracement into a higher time frame range. If you have like an external draw on liquidity, which you want to see get taken, or
Oh,
you could
wait.
wait for 10 a.m. and just use the 10 a.m. candle or like the 4 hour candle as your new range. And if that one manipulates in a range on, let's say, the 5 or 15 minute, even the 1 minute could be enough for you to get a trade. But it's a chance or a probability you just take. And either you say you don't want to take it and you miss a trade, or you risk a certain amount and enter the trade. I want to strictly trade wick theory. Do you think having a nice high time frame wick with EN and entry figures enough confluences for a nice strategy? I mean, pretty much, yeah, but it's not that like every wick is gonna hold. You need to check confluences for a good rejection block, and it should align with your expectation for the day. Like let's say you were bullish for today, you would want to see London and Asia manipulate and then New York deliver, for example, and you would look for a retracement to a wick that can deliver to your draw. Or if you trade it on the lower time frame, just use market structure and internal SMTs, and you can make that work. But yeah, other than that, I mean, we're gonna have like pretty slow session today, if I had to guess, because we do have FOMC tomorrow, and we
I
already
haven't
got
looked at the
a
price.
big
Probably better
expansion
today, no?
yesterday. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look
Probably
too bad, but we're back up.
very strange today.
Could be. We do have an S&P on the 1 hour, but we do
I'm
have.
just guessing. I haven't looked at
Nah,
prices.
the thing is, we do have equal highs on the 4 hour on NQ. So leaving that is like, eh. So before the 4 hour highs are taken out, I wouldn't look to short anything. But the thing is, right now we do have an SMT with London high, so we could retrace lower off that and go for the equal highs later. And we just expanded today and yesterday, so I mean, there's not much to trade off of today because we're back like at the top of the range, and yeah, we'll see what we do. I hope tomorrow when news come out, we finally break out of the range because I'm really tired of trading that.
Oh, that range is
Yeah,
absolutely
it's just
horrid.
yeah. Either you trade the extremes of the range. If you're stuck in the middle of the range, you just get fucked over and over. Like last week, we had one good day, and then we just chopped pretty much
Bro,
for the whole
last
week.
week was so bad, bro.
Yeah, I mean Wednesday was decent.
This
Thursday and
week?
Friday.
No.
No, last Wednesday. I mean Thursday and Friday were chop. And then we had like Monday and Tuesday just opening lower, but not really forming good structure.
I think I need to take on at least my one of my accounts needs to trade once a week, so
Yeah, my fund it
I'll try to
usually
get it.
needs to trade that. I don't know what else you got, but Topstep has 30 days, so I think I need to take a trade tomorrow on my funded futures, or maybe Thursday, not sure. No, I took a swing on Friday, so I'm good. But
Okay, this map is not as bad as the other
yeah, other
map.
than that, for today, we do not have any news. I mean, we do have US consumer confidence at 10, but I doubt we move a lot. Also, something to note, we do have Tesla and Microsoft earnings tomorrow too at market close. So that with FOMC and Apple earnings
Well,
on
yeah, if we do stupid shit too.
Thursday. So we do have earnings week, and then we have
Well,
PPI on Friday. So it's going to be a decent week. We have a lot of news uh, from tomorrow on. So don't expect too much from today, and just trade tomorrow, Thursday,
am I
Friday.
lagging?
Um, I know you talked about this slightly in your overview yesterday, but what do you think is better for 10 a.m. key open entries limited like key open or waiting for price to manipulate into PDRA and entry trigger? Well, it depends on how big the range is. 10 a.m. forms. If you have a huge range, you can't really limit that. But like yesterday, you pretty much covered a good portion of OTE with a static 10-point stop, and you had good engineered liquidity to use as a soup pretty much to tag you in your limit and then deliver. So if you have a 100 or 150 point range on 10 a.m., I mean, a 10 point static stop won't really do much for you, does it? So entry trigger is the safe bet, and the limit is you're gonna get filled. If price goes for your limit, you're gonna be in the trade regardless, because with an entry trigger, you can still be left out if we don't retrace to it. Like if we leave the 1 minute or rejection block, for example, it doesn't need to get tapped. It can form, and then the next candle just opens and runs. So, do you think it's better to stay away from charts because FMC is tomorrow or trade carefully? Yeah, I mean, I would either trade
If I
EVAs
had a
today
choice,
or
I wouldn't trade.
yeah, I agree. Or just trade half size, maybe trade EVAs, whatever. But don't expect price to be really good today, or at least I won't. I'm
Watch
expecting
me get
not to
raped.
take a trade, pretty much. Maybe we hit equilibrium. I mean, yeah, it's a possibility. Are you sitting out for the week, boy? Someone asked.
But no, I'm trying to get a trade this week, but probably not today, bro. Alright, let's get the second weapon really quick.
Price needs to rebalance one of these higher time frame bullish legs. Every time you think price needs to do something, price doesn't. Price can do whatever it wants, and you're always the person that's wrong about it. Because we don't need to retrace. If we decide to just straight up pump at New York today, we just do that, and there's nothing you can change about it. Like we don't need to retrace.
Double anvil. Great.
If you're if you want perfection in trading and you say price needs to retrace, rebalance that, rebalance this, mitigate the range, it's gonna be hard for you because you're so fixated on what price needs to do that you completely neglect the rest. Like there's gonna be other opportunities even if price doesn't do exactly what you want it to do. Also, I find myself still occasionally doing stupid shit. Sometimes even though I just got my first badge, should I try the 30-day challenge, boy? Someone asked. I mean, 30-day
I told
challenge
him,
would
yeah.
probably help you because you are forced to stick to rules and habits, and there's someone that tells you where you fucked up, so you can be held accountable for what you do, basically. That's where discretion comes into play. Yeah, true. I mean, some part of trading just won't we won't be able to explain to you because there's going to be times where the way we build our model and the time we've been trading just tells us to do a certain thing, and you're gonna have some
Bro,
differences between that, right? You trade a little bit different than we do. You see the market differently. Your bias could be different, whatever it is, but it won't match 100%, right? So you can always make a different argument for 10 a.m., for example, or for a certain level that for us is bad, for you it's good. Um, you just need a lot of hours in front of charts, and you need to develop your own thing basically from the concepts that are taught in the Discord. And journal, because if you don't journal, you don't know where you fuck up and what works. Tell boy to leave the video games and lock the fuck in, someone said. But he's locked in. He's gonna. I mean, he's not
Hardcore.
missing out today. If he plays a video game all day, like, he doesn't really lose in anything.
Bro,
I mean, in
this gun
general,
is so bad.
well, I stopped playing video games. Yeah, I agree with you because there's better things to do, in my opinion. But once you're at the stage where you trade 2 hours a day and then you just get off charts because everything you need to do is
Ah,
basically
Perry,
done,
shut the fuck up.
you
Yeah,
need to
shut the
look for
fuck
you
up,
need
bro.
to look for something else to do. Like it's if, either video
What do you want me to
games
do?
or
Trade?
read or gym or whatever you want to do. Just do something else because trading won't take a lot of time.
If you just do video games, then that's a problem. But if you do everything with the moderation, then that's
Yeah, then
fine.
it's good.
I literally have nothing to do. I have schedule. I'm on schedule. I'm doing something to pass time. I'm not really giving it my all. It's not my profession, so I'm
Yeah,
just doing it for fun. It's the same as you going play football with fucking friends.
yeah. Everyone has different things he likes. So how much do you play in a
There's
day?
always
There's always
anything to
anything to
do.
do.
No, it's not, bro. It's raining like fuck outside. The
I mean,
weather
for
is
me, it's
horrible.
fucking snowing and it's
I'm
cold as
sore
shit. So yeah.
from the gym. I don't want to move. I have to go to another live in like 15 minutes. What should I do, bro? Read the Bible, I guess.
I mean, that's one way.
So wanna,
That's one
yeah,
option you
the
have.
only thing that I
Ooh, ooh, he's getting killed, or is he? What types you guys best get past rough spots in trading or with your
that's what
mental
you
in
get for being
trading?
fucking shit.
I'm in
No,
a
I'm
terrible
definitely
spot
like a,
mentally and I'm kind of lost. Um, wanna maybe how do I say this? What's like the biggest issue, or where are you mentally lost? Are you on a losing streak, or is it just hard to read the charts? Is it hard to find a bias? What's the issue? Because
okay.
being in a bad mental spot in trading, um, comes from different things, right? If you're in front of charts all day, if you have some personal, family, friends, whatever issues, that's gonna have an impact on you trading. If you're stressed by something else, maybe a job or I don't know, college, school, whatever it is. I don't mean cheating outside, I mean gym or make money. Bro, if you trade, you make money. So one thing is already gone. And then you go to the gym for like 2 hours a day. And then
Two
what else
hours.
do
I
you
do
do?
like an hour
Yeah,
max.
I do like an hour and but I mean by driving there, changing, then going for the workout, driving back, it's like 2 hours for me overall.
Bro, where did this guy die?
I can pass an account easily, but when I'm on an account funded, I trade like shit and roll all I think. Okay.
Probably because you're nervous to let
Yeah.
go of that
Either
nervousness, but
you're fearful to enter a trade, maybe you're over leveraging or risking too much, or you're thinking about the P&L. Like it's all a mental concept of trading an account.
where is this guy? I'm gonna fuck him
When
up.
I trade funded accounts, I always think of like the money I spent on the account. So that's pretty much what it's worth to me. So let's say you're with TopStep, you spend 89 bucks on the account, you get funded, and then you trade it, right? The worst thing that can happen is you losing the 89 bucks because everything you make on the account is yours when it hits your bank. Just because you want to trade doesn't mean you made that money, right? So think of it more like a business expense in some way and not think about the money on the account itself.
What? What?
And he got fucked.
Bro, how did you do that?
Um, would you say trading rejection blocks is usually? against bias because it's mostly trading reversals. No, you wait for a retracement to a certain point of interest, which in this case would be a higher time frame rejection block, and then you pair it with a fib on another higher time frame, whatever it rejected off of, and you just go for a lower time frame model to a point of liquidity or another rebalance of a range. Um, you can trade rejection blocks in sync with the higher time frame trend, or you can try and top tick the reversal, right? Top ticking the reversal is going to be harder. If you stick with the trend or with your bias or the sentiment, it's going to be easier. Isn't you making an AMD mod right now? Let me look. I mean, like I said, we do have SMT with the 1 a.m. high. So if you wanna say that's gonna be your confirmation that NQ is gonna go lower, I would still want look at the 4 hour. I would still want to see it sweep the high first on NQ before we retrace because it left relative equal highs on the 4 hour. But the S&T could be the reason to retrace for now. Yeah, I agree. There's two ways to see it. Boy, can you speak some Brazilian? Some guy asked.
Oh,
You guys do one set per exercise at the gym? No,
what's wrong with drop sets? Drop sets are fire.
3 to 4 sets usually per um, like thing I do, either chest press, dumbbell, incline, whatever it is.
Bro, I like it. I like drop sets for the second set. I feel like I get the most out of it.
With drop
Is
sets, yeah.
very,
I
very
mean, it's valid. I use drop sets when I'm nearly done, like on my last 1 to 2 exercises, to just get everything out and then.
too much fatigue. I don't really go for the I don't do 1 kg, but I just drop the weight like say
That's fine. I didn't
three
think
to
about
four
it like that.
times.
Yeah, just think about funded accounts that way as a business expense, pretty much, because it's gonna make trading easier for you because we have the benefit of trading props. So you just need, how do I put this? You need to be profitable until you hit the payout, which covers your expenses and puts you in profit. After that, whatever you want to do, right? Because you don't have anything to
Max
lose
two.
anymore. If you're on a live account, you need to be
I do 2 sets
profitable
to
for
failure.
a longer time, right? When you want to enter with a lower time frame entry trigger, like a 1 minute rejection block, for example, you're not going to have to wait for EL and whatever else to form under it. What makes a good lower time frame rejection block to enter on? Well, on the 1 minute, I use the 1 minute rejection block as entry trigger. So you don't need engineered liquidity. You would need it if you base it off of a higher time frame, wick, PD array, whatever. But if you when you enter, you don't need engineered liquidity anymore because you just use the rejection block as your entry, the beginning of it, pretty much. What makes a good lower time frame rejection block to enter on? I mean, on the 5 minute, 5 or 50 minute, I like to look for SMTs between NQ and the S, which pretty much to me it confirms that one asset is going to make the rejection block, and C of it or the beginning of it is going to hold, and the weaker one that swept the low does not make the rejection block, but the other one does, right? So SMT is something that I found to work really, really well with rejection blocks. Engineered liquidity, if you use like a 15 or even 5 minute one, works good too. And then you can always entry trigger like on the 1 minute. How many sets do you guys do in the gym per exercise? 3 to 4 sets depends, and usually like 8 to 12 reps.
I do 2 sets, 6 minimum reps, and I try to go to 12, but I just do failure.
You need 4 sets and 15 reps to tone the muscle. No, that's not what you need. There's different ways to
I think there's different
build
ways to the
muscle.
gym.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. There is.
If you want to
High reps,
grow, you
high
should
reps
do,
works, and low reps work too. It depends on what you want to
yeah.
achieve.
It's like arguing what works best,
Yeah,
supply and demand or support and resistance, bro. I think
Your muscles ain't toned like mine, buddy. Right. Uh,
Ah, we got him. We got him. It's a sweat. It's a sweat. We got him, bro. We got him.
Boy and
It's a
Don, where
sweat.
you
Let's
all
team up. Let's team
from?
up, bro. Come on. Come on. Come on.
I'm Italian.
Defaults for the win, bro. Fuck you and your sweaty ass fucking shits, bro.
What model from Powell should I stick to? I mean, the Wick Theory model is more
Watch out.
mechanical
Watch out.
and easier to trade if you begin. The 10 a.m. model requires a good understanding of market structure and bias, or how candles behave. So Wick Theory is
Let it open.
easier, 10 a.m. is more discretional. Uh, all right, Perry. You do your 2 max sets, I'll do my 3 to 4 sets.
Come over here,
I
buddy.
don't care. Is this recorded? Yeah, it's recorded. I'm gonna upload it on YouTube. You need 2 sets, still failure and progressive order. If you do drop set, you can't have them. 2 sets. Whatever you yap about. When we have a previous day full of expansion for the new day, do you take the range of that new day all the way from the low, if that makes sense? I mean, you can use the previous day range if you want to see a higher time frame retracement, which is what I did on Monday when I saw the gap lower. Like I explained in my recap, I used the 4 hour range from January 26th to the high of January 21st to the high of January 23rd. So basically from Wednesday last week to Friday last week, we mitigated that range and then pretty much pushed higher from that. So you can use older ranges for that, especially if you want the week to open lower into the old range and then expand. But yeah, I hope that answers your questions. You can use today's range too.
Me
Like
too.
there's no right or wrong answer to that. You can actually see right at open, ES swept a low and Q didn't. So right when the market opened at midnight my time, we had an SMT and we pushed up pretty much from there. And you could say that's your range you want to trade, price to rebalance and then take longs, but depends. Where y'all from, boy? Boy is Portuguese and I'm Italian. Hmm. When waiting for S&P, if Q was the stronger asset, you wouldn't be able to take a trade after the S&P takes place. So in this case, you would just take the entry, hoping for S&P. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I mean, you would want one asset, like you want the S&P to be confirmed, first of all. And then you would, for shorts, you trade the weaker asset, and for longs, you trade the stronger asset. By the weaker asset, that's the one that doesn't sweep the high, and for longs, the stronger asset doesn't sweep the low, right? I hope that's what you meant. I'm not sure. Just know
Wait,
I mog all of you. That's cap. Uh, what is the 10 a.m. model?
wait, whoa.
Just go look at the key op model. It's in the Discord. It's a video in the Discord. You don't need 4 sets, bro. 3 sets is warm up. I mean, yeah, the first one I do 5 sets, one like with no weight, and then one with a little weight, and then I actually hop on the reset. Bro, I'm ripped as fuck. I'm in good shape. Like I don't need gym advice. Even if you think you're gonna need to give me gym advice, I'm in good shape. Like doesn't whatever you
It
guys
depends on what
say,
you want to do,
whatever
bro.
you guys say, I really don't care because I'm already in shape. So I stick with what works for me. Um, Doma, is
It
it
depends on
your
what you want to
house or
do.
your parents? Which one are you talking about? Like the vacation home or the other one? Because the other one is mine and my brother's, and the vacation home has a part which is mine, a part which is my brother's, and a part which owns my mom. Are you guys sitting out today? I mean, I'm looking at charts because I have nothing else to do pretty much. So I just look at what
No,
it presents,
no, no, no,
but
no,
I'm
no,
not
no, no,
really
no, no, no,
expecting
no,
to
no,
take a
no, no,
trade,
no, no,
if
no.
that's what you mean. I'm going to try and hit good trades the next 3 days because we have news coming out. Is it better to take a break from trading completely when I'm on a losing streak, or if I'm in a shitty spot, or should I move to a paper account and just try to gain a little bit of
Bro, this is gonna
confidence, go
so
back?
bad, bro.
Bro, if you have a model, um, if you have a model that works, you just use that over and over and stick to it because you know it's gonna work even if you're on a losing streak. When you're starting out, it's gonna be harder for you to stick to your rules and your model because you're not that confident in it. And a few losses change your mindset to like, does this really work? Was it just lucky? Stuff like that. So either you go to evals or a paper account to build the confidence back, or you just stick to the model you have, and you're gonna get winning trades too. You can make more progress. I mean, I don't need to make more progress, bro. I told you, like, I'm in the shape I want to be in. There's no need for me to increase it. Like, no cap, I mug you easy. Damn, that's a lie. But yeah, you can dream about it, my man. What model strategy should I stick with from Powell? I'm trying to do everything at the moment and it ain't good. I would say you stick with Wick Theory when you start out because, like I said before, it's easier for you to stick to a mechanical approach. With 10 a.m., that's a little bit harder. Um, or what you can do is you can use fibs and entry triggers with PD arrays. That's also something that works pretty well if you have a clear understanding of where the market wants to go.
Oh,
It can be different
bro,
time frames and different ranges.
what are you doing here?
But yeah, wouldn't take a break to be honest. Market
Oh my
conditions haven't
god.
been great. You just gotta know when to sit out. All right, Ank, just send a picture so we can all laugh about it.
I think he's rage baiting you,
Yeah,
bro.
I think so too, but whatever. I mean, people do everything except the stuff they need to do to get profitable. So it's nothing new.
Okay, I need to go. I need to
All
go.
right,
I'll be right back.
enjoy.
Thank you,
And
thank you,
then
thank you,
I
thank you.
guess we'll see us on call tomorrow, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
sounds
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Until then,
Bye bye, bye bye.
bye bye. Have a good one. I'll tell myself to sit out for the day, then I'll enter 2 minutes later. Yeah, well, that's an issue for. I mean, you need to stick to the rules you make yourself. If you can't stick to the rules, then why even have rules in the first place? You just need to find a way where you stick to them, or you punish yourself if you break rules. Like, I don't know how else to explain this because it all depends on you. This is stuff I can't do for you, right? This is something you need to do yourself. I can help you with the technicals and I can tell you what to do, but then you need to apply it yourself. Otherwise, it's pretty hard. So, weak theory or fit PD array with a clear bias. Yeah, that's the two things which in my opinion, are easier to trade than 10 a.m. because 10 a.m. is discretional, for me at least. What's your bias? I pretty much explained before I want to see 26,045 get swept on NQ because it's 4 hour relative equal highs. But then on the 1 hour, we have S&P with London high, so this could lead to a retracement. Um, so I'm pretty conflicted right now. And also, we do have little manipulation below 1800. So this could have been all just a manipulation higher to then go lower, or you say we already put in the low and Q is going to retrace into the range and then go for the highs. It's like the two probability or possibilities I have right now. So yeah, not sure what's going to happen. I'll probably wait for either market open to see the reaction or 10 a.m. if market open just chops. Then you can keep your shape, but just spend less time in the gym and less fatigue. Bro, I'm not fatigued, and I spend like an hour and 10 minutes around that every day. I do have the time easy, so I just go to the gym before I go to sleep. like at night, and then works really good. I'm gonna become profitable for you too, bro. You shouldn't become profitable for anyone. You should do it for yourself. That's like the main goal with trading. Because when you're at that stage, like you're still gonna need to fill like 10 hours of your day because trading is gonna take like 2 hours at most, right? But it gives you the freedom to start new things, find new hobbies, whatever you want to do. So in the end, you do it for yourself, not just to prove something or to buy stuff, because that's stupid. Um, do it for yourself and become free, kind of, right? Anyone know why I can't hear them? Probably a settings issue if all the other people hear me. What time are you most likely looking for trades? And if there's a time of day you will not trade, for example, and you only trade between 8 and 12. I trade from 9:30 to 11 a.m. usually. If I don't find a trade there and the week is slow, I sometimes hop on 4 p.m. session, but I like to trade AM because AM session has volatility and shows me pretty fast if I'm wrong or not. And if you trade a choppy market, you're stuck in a trade which does not go to your stop. It doesn't go to your TP, and it's really frustrating. And it's mentally draining for you to be in that position, right? Boy was there serving absolutely no purpose. I mean, kind of, yeah. It's Boy's a funny guy, so it's nice to have a couple people on stream, because otherwise it's just always the same thing. Yeah. What do you mean by little manipulation below a key open? What would you consider a good manipulation? Um, give me a second, I'll share my screen. Uh, okay, let me see if this works. I hope you guys can see. It's gonna lag like crazy because I'm on a laptop. But next time I'll try and stream on my PC when I'm home. And I'm recording too, so I'll see if the laptop can handle it. Can you guys see this? I guess so. Connect. Okay, so by little manipulation, I mean this, right? This right here is your daily wick. And the problem here is it's like 20 points big. You want to see a bigger move down into an old range. And then you would actually know you have your low of day in place, right? Because London and Asia, if you're expecting bullish price action, should trade lower to make a wick on the daily. And then you want to catch like the expansion, right? That's pretty much what I meant by that. Is that what you asked? And this works in every time frame. This works in a 1 hour, 4 hour, daily candle, whatever you want to use. When you say don't trade 10 a.m. and focus on the wick theory first, should I still stick to New York AM? I mean, yeah, you can stick to that session. It depends on the time frame you trade. Because if you trade like 4 hour and 1 hour rejection blocks, you're not gonna have as many trades as on the 5 minute or the 15 minute. So what I do if I see a good level on the higher time frame, um, I just set alerts on TradingView, maybe like 30 points away from my point of interest, and then I just hop on charts when the alert triggers. So I can enter a trade sometimes during London or before 8:30, something like that. But if you trade on the lower time frame, you're gonna get your trades if you stick to only New York AM session. I just want to keep growing. I've been dreaming of this free time. Yeah, man, it's like the end goal with trading. When you start out with trading, you want to make money. And when you get to the point where you make a little money, you actually realize it was never about the money. It was always about you and the free time you get from trading. So you don't really spend money on stupid shit because you get it, you're like happy for a week, and then it just loses its purpose, right? So like everything I bought, and now it's just something I have, but yeah, it's something I always wanted when I started with trading, but now it's more about the free time I have because of it than actually the items or bikes, whatever it is, watches I bought. Like, shouldn't be the end goal to buy things. Um, I live somewhere so beautiful. I want more time for the beach, golf, play music, get back to my loved ones. Yeah, exactly. That's a good goal to have. Um, when marking out 1800 key open, I'm confused on my chart. It skips from 1759 to 90. Do you have wait, I'm still streaming, right? So first of all, you want to trade in New York time, but that shouldn't be a difference. This is just this is the time zone, UTC -5. And then what you do is you just go on the chart and mark the hourly open of the candle. So this is pretty much the opening price of the first 1 minute candle the day prints. I see you're new, so maybe that's just wanna shit lags so much. Right here. You can mark it on the 1 hour, it doesn't make a difference because the opening price is always going to be the same. And you just use this. And here it skips, yes. Because this day closes, then you have 1 hour of absolutely no trading, and then this one opens. That's why you have 1 hour missing, because futures trade 23 hours a day, and from 11 p.m. my time to 12 p.m. my time, the market is closed. So it would be from 5 p.m. New York time to 6 p.m. New York time, the market is closed. I hope this makes it clear. GM Forex, how did you start with investing into stocks? If you, I mean, the question is related to him, but if you want me to cover some aspects of it and how I did that, I can go over that too. I don't know how many are interested in that part because I come from investing mainly and then went into trading. So if there's stuff you want to know about that, I can do like a live maybe about that too. Yeah, I think retrace to FEG surely. Yeah, like I said, it's pretty conflicting right now. It's telling me two things, and usually when you want to trade and catch a good trade, there should be only one good reason, or like one good side to trade. Everything should look perfect. If you're bullish and want to take longs, every confluence should match bullish and not bearish. And for now, I have two different views, so I'm just gonna sit out on the sidelines until one of them gets confirmed, and then I'll execute on that or stick to my original long idea. And if that gets invalidated, I just skip out on the whole day. How did you start with investing in stocks? Um, so I started out investing at like between 16 and the age of 17. I worked a job from 14 up to when I finished like high school. So I had some money and I just wanted to put it to good use. And then that's pretty much where I got into stocks. So right after COVID hit, um, and yeah, then I just hit like the best years to basically invest. Um, I think the last couple of years were free money for everyone that got into investing and had some money to play with. And I pretty much used that money to start to learn how to trade. And I lost quite a big part of it because I was impatient and did all the stupid things you could do. But like investments compound, right? And if you put in more money over time and you get better at what you do and you place I like to place big bets on singular stocks, you can achieve some good returns too, and pretty much snowballed at the right time as trading for me. And now I just spread my risk a little bit more, and I invest like maybe in 5, 6 stocks a year with some big capital, and that's how I make most of my money pretty much. But yeah, start as soon as you can with little money, and then you just add and add and add. That's how I would go for it. Dama, show us your watch collection. I mean, I can send a couple pictures. Yeah, sure. Give me a second. I'll just go over the other questions in the meantime. Suggestions on a starter bike. It depends, like a 125cc or like more than that. Because I don't know if you're US based or Europe based, because there's different rules and things. What does entry trigger stand for in the picture in the Whip Theory channel? Yeah, it's just ET's entry trigger. It's all abbreviations, pretty much. When you enter off rejection block, does there need to be EL? I mean, yeah. For me, yes. On like maybe the 5 minute, it doesn't really need to be. But the higher time frame ones, you need to have engineered liquidity. Yeah. My bad. I was UTC -4. Yeah, when we had like the time change, that's when it switched to UTC -5. It's gonna switch back to UTC -4, I think in end of March, something like that. You just need to change that when it's time. What's your favorite entry trigger, and do you use time frame alignment with your entry trigger always? And do you enter without entry trigger or strictly with entry trigger? So I use limits and entry triggers because everything has their place to be and how to be used. Do you use time frame alignment with entry triggers? Not always, but if you look at like a 4 hour CE or something like that, and you expect the first 1 minute entry trigger to hold, you can get reswept a couple times, and the 5 minute can still do what you want it to do. So if it's a higher time frame PD array, I would look for higher time frame entry triggers, or you wait for like a 15 minute, 5 minute to form, and then use a 1 minute entry trigger off of that, right? But I don't always use time frame alignment. What trading view plan do I buy? And I also have to buy CME. Sorry for asking. Yeah, you need a trading view plan. I think I have essential, and then you need like $6 for um, the CME data. I pay like $26 or $25 a month. When would you say one is confirmed? Confirmed what? Like an entry trigger, or what are you talking about? I just do essential, but if you want 30 seconds, 15 seconds, no, don't get like a expensive trading view thing, because with most prop firms, you get free access to the 15 second and the 30 second. So if you trade on Tradeovate, you have free access to that. If you trade on TopStep X, you have free access to that. Oh, I forgot about the favorite entry trigger, my bad. My favorite entry trigger is a rejection block. And my least favorite one, I would say, is an inversion. Mm, could you help me telling me which one of these is totally incorrect? Because pull it out the law. All right, let me see. I mean, this one is not correct because I would use this swing low right here for the range. This is probably a 1 hour range. This looks like a 50 minute. So I would use this one for the 50 minute, this one for a higher time frame range. It's always swing low to swing high if you mark out the range. So pretty much the second you used. If you want to trade this range. If you want to trade a higher time frame one, you would need to, what the fuck happened? My whole laptop frozen. Yeah, this one for the 50 minute. And then this low for probably the 1 hour. Mm, and when you say, yo, he posted his bike, damn. I wish I was able to ride my bike at the moment. It's like 20 centimeters of snow, so I still need to wait probably another 2 months or 3 months to ride a bike. Mm, wait, if you're on a funnel, they give you the seconds time frame? No, they always give you the seconds time frame. On Trade of 8, not TradingView, Trade of 8, where you can log in with TradingView credentials, and TopStep gives you access to seconds chart. When I have been doing my testing, I have been going off liquidity sweep and rejection block forward with a higher time frame FVG, IFVG, or order block on the reaches is solid, or is this something I can improve? You need a daily bias, and you need to understand um, when the market does something. So let's say London and Asia expanded all day. Either New York keeps expanding, so it would be wrong to look for retracements, or you can make the argument we're so deep in premium, New York needs to retrace. You need to think about what is likely going to happen for you, and you look for PD arrays that support that idea, right? But yeah, pretty much how you explained it is a good starting point. And with daily bias, that's something that gives you the edge, because otherwise it's just purely mechanical. This. There's no, like, how do I explain this? You need daily bias to make stuff work. Um, yeah, CME group E-mini included. Yeah, exactly. That's the data package. What do you think about this one way of taking rejection block? I wait for a 5-minute rejection block or 50-minute to form after taking out my DOL, or coming with a higher time from PD array. I wait for EL to form and take trade above the values. I mean, you don't need to take CE always. You can use the beginning of the rejection block. It's just a matter of risk to reward. And I don't know, the rejection block after taking your drawn liquidity, you would trade to the drawn liquidity and close your position there. That's how I do it. Like if I'm bullish and I have a certain draw, I take longs to the draw, and when the draw gets taken, I hop off. I don't wait for the draw to get taken and then go in shorts. You go with the mechanical way to determine daily bias? Nah, not really. Like I use just PD arrays. I do use previous day high sweeps, previous day low sweeps, weekly swings, hourly swings, yeah, and also closes above it to give me an idea, but I don't fully use it mechanically. I like to use some discretion with it because I found it to work best. Could you tell us the easiest way to determine daily bias? Fuck me. Yeah. So the first thing I do when I hop on charts is to mark out where the fuck did my chart go? Okay. First of all, is market structure, right? We are in a range, so we know that now we're on top of this range, right? So my first thing is what I think about, we either reject this range again or it's going to be the breakout, right? What else do we see? You mark your key opens, the two key opens you have right now before 10 a.m. opens. Then we see this with previous day high if you use it mechanically, right? So this candle was expected to go for previous day high too. Now we already took previous day high, so we are in a premium. So you could look at this and say, oh, I'm gonna short all day because we're gonna retrace, or, which in this case is purely discretionary because this is just something like my mind tells me this for me is the next draw, like this 4-hour high, because we made relative equal highs. Now, looking at this already makes me pretty bullish because we do have manipulation below 1800. We do have a bullish PD array, so we have been respecting bullish structure on the whole move, right? Same thing yesterday. We used this rejection block to deliver, right? We closed above the end bar, blah, blah, blah. Now, do I say with this we need to long it right away? No. You would wait for a structure that confirms your idea right here, right? Then you just go down on time frames and you say, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna use. So in this case, I see we do have this SMT with London high. So this makes me a little bit more cautious about longs because price could first retrace lower. Then I would need to see what 10 a.m. does, how we respect this gap, how we respect the old N1. And when my entry is confirmed, I would then take longs. So pretty much you start on the daily time frame, you use PD arrays, old highs, old lows, and the overall market structure on the daily. And everything combined together gives me, most of the time I have two ideas, one for shorts, one for longs, but there's always going to be one that holds more power, right? Today, it's pretty much 50-50 because we do have this internal SMT. We do have relative equal highs though, but we're also in deep premium, right? So I'm not really sure what we want to do, and that's when I wait for the market to tell me. And that happens at either New York Open or 10 a.m. That's how I go with daily buys. So you pretty much have my thoughts on the day for now, and then I'll just change my thoughts when I get more info. Um, but waiting for EL to form before taking a trade is a good thing to do. Yeah, I think retrace manipulation lower NPD array then expand higher. Well, that would be the best scenario for me, and that's what I want to see. Damn, I forgot about the watches. Give me a second. Some guy asked me. I'll send pictures. Do you have a picture of my watches? Give me a second. I'll need to check if I have one already taken or if I need to take one. I should have one though. I mean, you can still ask questions in the meantime. The YouTube videos are good and useful. Thanks for uploading them. Appreciate it. Yeah. I mean, it's just a recap, but if it helps you guys to get an idea on how I view the market and how I thought what today was about to do, then I can just re-upload. Like I can keep uploading them. It takes me like 10 to 15 minutes a day, so it's not really much. Wait, where's the other picture? Damn, I can't find it. Right, so this one and then um, yeah, here, found them. Give me a second, I'll just close the stream because I need to open WhatsApp. Where do you draw standard deviation? I mean, I don't really use standard deviation a lot because with standard deviation you find other levels that pretty much overlap that you can use. Uh, okay, my bad. I paused it for a second, but shouldn't be. It's like 20 minutes that are missing from the recording, but everything else is recorded. What account size do you trade? I trade 50Ks. 1 mini and risk 200, 1 to 5, good for trading plan and eval? Yes, I usually risk double that on my evals because I want to get them done in 2 trades. But yeah, I risk 100 euro to 200. Should I use NQ because I'm kind of scared to trade NQ? MNQ, you mean? If you if you trade MNQ, I would go with 5 micros, which is half a mini. If you trade 1 mini and you have 100 to 200 bucks risk, it's gonna be hard because you have like 5 to 10 points. Yeah, I can repeat the conferences. So I want to see a bias first of all that matches my expectation. I want to see London and Asia play out in a certain way. Then when I enter, I want to see a higher time frame range, get retraced to a PD array to the left in the leg, and then you would look for either an SMT or some type of structure to confirm your trade idea. And at the last point, that's where you enter the trade with an entry trigger and execute pretty much. Domi, you trading today? Yeah, I'll be looking at charts, but because I don't have anything to do and I still want to see what the market does. But I don't expect to take a trade because FOMC tomorrow. And yeah, if I wasn't my PC, I could tape read with you. I just thought about it too, but my laptop is so slow, and I can't look at chat and tape read at the same time because I only have like a little screen, and it's so slow for me. It would just frustrate the shit out of me to trade. But when I get everything set up, like I got the new mic and I'm back on my PC and stuff, I can do a tape reading session. Yeah. I mean, would you trade today? Yeah, you can look at charts, but don't expect too much. I think it is too personal. You don't have to answer, but what's like your main source of income? Because being a profitable in my position, it's so easy for a mind to think it's going to scam where the people aren't actually making money to live off. Well, the point is this: you with trading, you usually try and build different income sources because trading is not like a reliable source of income all the time, right? You could have 2 months where you don't get payouts or you're even red, and then you have one huge month that makes everything back, right? But my main source of income does not come from trading anymore. Like I make more money investing. Also pay less tax on investing because it's capital gains tax and not income tax. So I do live off of that mainly, and trading is just something I compound and use to reinvest into my stock portfolio and use for living expenses, stuff like that. So the stock portfolio grows, and I use the money from trading to live off of, and it just compounds. And then, like I said, I'm looking to get into the accountant business with a friend of mine. So that's another income on top of that, right? Um, Signals. I mean, the problem with investing is I go with heavy size. Um, so investing is something you should do when you have money. And it's hard to signal because in some positions I hold it for like 2 to 3 years. Some positions I hold it for like 6 months. Investing is not something you can really signal because all of you come from a different position of how you need money, how much you have. So, what do you invest in? Stocks. I don't invest in crypto. I'm not really interested in crypto. You should be dropping an investing course. I mean, I don't know. It's a lot of content. It's a lot of technicals. If you don't study like economics and stuff, it will be hard to understand balance sheets and other things. So I don't know if it's worth it. But I've planned some stuff already for like upcoming videos. I'm not sure if I will be releasing them here or if I didn't really plan everything out. I have like a concept of how I want to do stuff. Maybe give like psychology advice and a step-by-step process to make trading easier. But yeah, not fully ready yet. Indicators I should use besides one with key open. I don't have indicators. I only have like power of 3 of the daily candle and NWOG and NDOGs. Bro, talking about business like it's GTA. I mean, yeah, it's. I invested into Tesla last year, back in April, and lost a fuck ton. If you invested into Tesla last year, back in April, you are up huge, my friend. You pretty much caught the fucking low, because that's what I did. I bought Tesla at 259 on March 7th, and I was in drawdown up to 217. And now it hit close to 500, so it would have made $100, 100% profit on that position alone. Investing videos soon? I don't know. Nah, I wouldn't. It's so much content I would need to produce, and I'm not willing to put my time into that because it's so much work to record everything and then just release it on YouTube just for free is not. I don't have the time for that. I'm sorry. 1 minute CISD or FEG, IFEG, 1 minute entry, which is better? I like the CISD more. Alt F4 to unmute, that's crazy. My goal with trading should be to gain money to compound instead of trying to make it my main source. Yes, pretty much, yeah. That's what I would do. Because, yeah, yeah, that's a good point. I mean, you can live off trading when you have a lot of funded accounts and stuff. Because then you trade more size, you have more drawdown, you make more money if you get 10 payouts instead of one. But it's like, how do I explain this? Yeah, I mean, you start out with trading because you want to make trading work, and I get that. We all wanted to make trading work in the first place. But when you get to the point where trading actually works, you search for something else to add to trading because you're gonna have a lot of free time. And when you have something else on top of trading, you actually get more money and maybe even a constant stream of money because you do something else too, right? All right, Bob, enjoy. And yeah, so you wouldn't recommend doing real estate as your main source? I mean, for me in Europe, it's not really viable because the situation is different than in the US. I don't know how real estate works in the US. I have a somewhat of an understanding that you can make a lot of money there with loans and shit and other ways, but it's not something I know much about, so I don't recommend it. Where I live, it's pretty much impossible to make money with real estate. I mean, local people aren't even able to afford a fucking house because it's so expensive. Uh, but yeah, I heard even the best traders have like red weeks, sometimes even months. So my question is, did you ever got like red month? And yes, how did you deal with it? I mean, yeah, it happens. And also, I still lose some accounts even today because I just risk a little bit more. When I get the payout, I lose them and I get new ones, right? That's the benefit with trading prop firms. Um, but yeah, when you have a bad month, you just have a bad month and you go on and you stick to the model. Like I've traded from the beginning of December to, I think it was last week, Saturday. Was it this Saturday? No, it was 1.5 weeks ago. I requested 5 payouts on my top step accounts, right? I got 5 times 2.3K, something like that. So now I have a 12K buffer I can use to live whatever I want to do, use for accounts, for activation fees, right? I don't need to get the payout next month. I don't need to trade every day because I already got the payout. So I can take my time with it and just go slowly from there. And this is the benefit of patiently trading more accounts or like more accounts than one because you get one decent payout and it covers your expenses for a long time. Yeah, you gotta search for passive income and shit. I mean, it depends. If you want to have passive income in a financial market, that's gonna be a pain because you need so much money to achieve that, where it's actually worth it. But if you have some other way of getting passive income, that's a pretty good approach to it. Yeah. Even if you have to work for income, like, and it doesn't really matter because you're still gonna have a lot of free time. And if you can get like 3 to 4 hours a day in something you like and you make money off of it too, then just go for it. You did good. Thank you for answering Madama's questions. I mean, that's not dumb questions. It's just we come from different positions where one starts out later and knows a little bit less, and I've been in it for quite some time, and I just try to help as much as I can. Something else like investing in property and indexes, yeah, or just stocks or whatever. How long you been trading your strategy for now? I mean, I traded time frame alignment and CISDs out of fair value gaps when I actually got profitable, and used to trade like 1 to 2s, 1 to 3, stuff like that. Um, Then I started getting into Powell's shit like 9 months ago because I was like, damn, this 1 to 2 RR shit. I just win 5 days, build a buffer, and then I get go on a losing streak and lose my whole account. It just started to piss me off because eventually you get payouts, right? But you still lose accounts doing that. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go into Paul's things and start to understand how he views the market. And it took me like 2 to 3 months to get the concepts down because I had so much market experience already. Um, and that's where I started to get payouts with Powell's things. So like during summer, and now in just I would say from August, September to now, it just compounded extremely. Where you get a feeling for the strategy, you get a feeling for when the market does certain things, why key opens work, why this works. So I would say with decent amount of effort and market experience, you can make this shit work in like 6 to 9 months if you've already been trading for some time. If you didn't, you're gonna need a little bit of time to understand the market overall and how it moves. Bro got Ducati, he's shitting. Yeah, if you want to see a video, you can go on my YouTube. It's in my channel and look at the last video I uploaded. Uh, yeah, so it's fine if you don't get a payout every month. Yeah, I mean, if you have one account, you would rely on the payout every month because you need money to live, blah, blah, blah. If you got more accounts and you get like one payout every 2 months, maybe even every 3 months, and you get like a 10 to 20K payout across the accounts, that's like 60 to 80K a year. And do you really need more than that to just live? I don't think so. Where are you from, boss? Italy. When did you start trading and how long would you say it took you to become profitable? I started trading in the end of 2022, so in October, November. I traded supply and demand up until July. Then I hopped into ICT and Justin Wehrlein's Discord, where I met Powell and Boy and all the OGs of this Discord. Then we all got banned for racism. I don't know why. We didn't do shit. Maybe we did. And when we got banned for racism and shit, Paul started this Discord to live trade, just the 5, 6 guys of us. Um, and then we actually just traded every day in voice chat, and it was like a COD lobby. Like everyone screened, called each other retards. We gambled accounts. We rarely got to a payout. But yeah, then like in December of end of 2023, I traded London with Boy, and we basically just got payouts from London. This is where I hit my first payouts, and I would say got profitable the first time. And in March to April, I hit my 10K and 15K month. But then during the summer, I just fell back in the hole and stuff like that. And that was the summer when Powell opened the Discord. And yeah, from there, everything, like each one of us went a little bit on their separate way, and then we just reunited like later. And now we work together and stuff. And yeah, so I would say it took me like 1.5 years to get profitable to actually hit big payouts first. Then I fell back into a hole for like 6 months. And after that, I just consistently started getting payouts and stuff. So overall, like 2 years to 2.5 years. Yeah, market open dumped. That's what I said. If the SMT holds, we're gonna dump lower. Now the question is, do we hold the range? I'll get back to questions soon. Give me a second. Do we hold the range on the 4 hour, or do we retrace into the higher time frame range lower? So now it's a guessing game of where you want to take your chances with it. But either this 1 hour gap holds, like we have two on include the lower one get tapped. Yes, we didn't yet. And then yeah, either this range holds or we make a new low on the day. But I will still wait for 10 a.m. To see how we form that new range. Have you met them? No, not yet. Powell was close to me, like I think 30 minutes away when he went to skiing with PB trading and stuff. But I wasn't here. So he actually called me and said, "Oh, you're gonna meet up?" And I said, "Unfortunately, I'm not here. We can't." And boy, pretty much the same thing. We never really talked about it. We wanted to get on like a trip or something, but then I had uni stuff. Paul finished college. Boy did something else. He went to Brazil, and yeah. But I hope there will be a point where we actually meet up. Would be crazy. Um, I forgot to ask you for today. Would you like to see lines from today's range or yesterday? Both ranges work. The first one, if the first one holds, which is today's range, then you're not going to see yesterday's one. Or we do retrace lower and go for yesterday's range, which in this case is a probability. Either you're more patient and wait for yesterday's range, or you say, "No, I'm going to use the one from today. I'm going to trade that." Um, yeah, for today, un gelato, por favor. It's per favor, but yeah, you're close. What was your biggest struggle in terms of psychology? Ego problem, and being right. Because I wanted the market to do what I wanted to do. Um, so yeah, being accepting losses and accepting to be wrong is where you make the most progress. Because if you don't change, then the market is always right. You're always wrong. Doesn't care. Doesn't matter what you do, what you think. You're the one that's wrong, and either you learn from that or you keep doing the same thing and just lose. That's something you need to decide. Realistically, 4K a month is all you need to live in wherever you want in Europe. With 4K payouts a month, I wouldn't be able to live because I lose 15% from dollar to euro. I lose like 35% on tax, so 50% is already gone. Then I have to pay social security bullshit. So I get to keep like, if I'm lucky, I get to keep 2K, not even 2K a month. I mean, you can live off of 2K a month, but when you get to a point with family and car and whatever, you're fucked. So I would argue if you make 4K from a job, you're able to live, but to make 4K from trading, so like net 4K, I would need to get like 6.5K in payouts each month to keep like 4K. So the guy who's visiting Powell on Thursday could be you. No, it's not me. Um, Another question, but I just wanted to let someone know that my setup hit limit order to the take didn't fill my position running to 50p. Nice. That's what we love when it happens. Um, what do you think is the thing keeping people unprofitable? Pretty much they themselves, because 80% of the Discord bullshits in chat all day, and this is gonna sound harsh, but I'm just telling you the truth. 80% of the Discord chats all day and just talks about stupid ass shit. They don't put in the work, they don't journal, they don't understand the concepts. Like, there's nothing else I can tell you on how to make it work. You either do what the videos say, ask the questions, ask important questions, not just basic questions. Oh, how is payout rules on this firm, that firm? Just go look it up. That hasn't something to do with your trading model, right? You stick to the things that we try and tell you. You stick to the rules you have in place, and that's pretty much how it works. It's the people themselves, because they get a payout sometimes, and then they're like, oh, now I can hop on a fucking game and play CS or play League of Legends, whatever. And they don't keep journaling, they fall off their habits, they are not disciplined the next time they get on charts, and then they're like, oh, now I lost, why is my model not working? Yeah, because you started doing stupid shit because you got a payout. It's not how it works. If you, profitability is not a point you reach, is it's like it's something you need to keep. It's a constant struggle to stay profitable. You're gonna stick to the rules, you're gonna stick to the habits. You can fall back. You can actually be profitable and fall back to being inconsistent. So either you stick to it for the whole time or this won't work. Face reveal right now, bro. Show the cute face. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a video of how I got profitable in trading where I just sit and yap. But I'm not sure yet if it's worth it for me to face reveal. Um, when you say today in yesterday's range, what do you mean? So if you go on the 4 hour and you place a wait, never mind. It's not even a 4 hour. If you go on the 1 hour, wait, I'm not streaming. I mean, the problem with streaming on this laptop, it's so slow that it takes ages to load the stream and load the charts. But if you look at the low from today, we made at 1800. So the candle before that on NQ, the 1 hour candle, to the 1 hour high we made at 6 a.m. New York time. This is the current range of the daily lag, pretty much. And then if you talk about yesterday's range, you would go on the 4 hour and go from yesterday's 2 a.m. candle, so London, to today's 6 a.m. candle on the 4 hour. And there's also another gap there. So it depends on you which range you want to trade from. Because this looks to me like it's going to hold and we deliver to 26,045, like I said, we would. No signal, not something that you should do now and get in longs. Don't wait for 10 a.m. Are you gonna settle in Italy? Well, I was born in Italy, so probably yeah. How much can you realistically make a month from trading after you become profitable? There's literally no limit to how much you can make. But I would say 10K is a pretty realistic goal if you scale on prop firms. I have a decent strat now, but oh, I'm back on questions. My bad, guys. I have a decent strat now, but I haven't really learned about previous market structure looking at Asia, London. Have any tips? I mean, just use points of liquidity, points of interest, old rejection blocks, old order blocks, liquidity from Asia or London, previous day high, previous day low. What is main confidence to look for daily bias? Just higher time frame PD arrays and ranges on the fib. Normally, what conferences do you personally use for you to consider a rejection block valid? Because I'm in a break-even stage and I can't find separate rejection blocks from good ones, bad ones. I like to have a rejection block, and this is really important because I get this asked a lot. Every rejection block, except the 1 minute entry trigger, needs to have 3 confluences to it for me to be a valid rejection block. This can be an inversion, coming from a gap, coming from an order block, coming from a breaker, coming from a liquidity sweep, coming from another rejection block. SMT is something you can add on top of that. What is bad is if it forms a fair value gap, if it's previous day high or previous day low, or previous 1 hour candle high, or something like that, where there's a gap above, right? If it forms relative equal highs, relative equal lows. Is there something else? If it's just a random wick and not a swing, like it should be a decent swing, and it should also incorporate like AMD, where the market structure is decent, where we trade to a point where it makes sense to expand from. So I pretty much gave you a list of what you can use and what should be avoided. And that's all about what you can manage to risk. You can make 100K. Yeah, you could even make millions a day if you have huge capital and you trade for a hedge fund. Like, there's no limit. Are you looking at the chart range from 2016 to? Yeah, pretty much on the 4 hour, yes. Are you scared of the market ever changing fully and not being profitable anymore? No, because even if the market conditions change, I would say I'm able to adjust to the market conditions. Now, I would tweak my model to the point where it still works in another market condition. If you get your bias right, the model is not the hard part. Like, the entries are not going to change by a lot, but the bias and how the market moves can change depending on market situation. So We can't see, bro. Yeah, I know. Like, I can't stream on my laptop because this shit is so slow. That's why I try to explain it at least. Do you think this Discord has everything you need to become profitable? Yes. Can you stream? Yeah, I can try. Because the problem is when I'm on stream, I can't read chat anymore. But I'll share my screen if you guys want me to. And I can go over some trade related stuff if it's not too laggy. But I get this fixed for the next live. On which time frame should I trade if I want to trade 10 a.m.? It depends. It can be the 1 minute, it can be the 5 minute, whatever. How do you know to wait for 10 a.m. today? Because I just want to see structure and see what the 10 a.m. candle wants to do. I pretty much told you guys I wanted to see an open lower into this hourly gap to then deliver to 26,045, and I nailed it completely. Like we opened lower, tapped the gap, and now we're running. So I don't know what else to tell you. Pretty much gave you the exact framework of what's gonna happen. Are you trading at 2 p.m. for FMC tomorrow? Yes. I'll be on a call with the mentorship students. Bro, look at this PA. It's shit. Nah, it's not shit. Like, it doesn't give an entry, but the price action is so clear. Like, we had AMD. We accumulated on a 550 minute before market open. I told you the SMT would drive us lower into the gap, and now we're expanding. Like, it's textbook, pretty much. But it didn't really give an entry. I agree with that. Do you trade a live account? I used to trade a live account. Then I bought stocks in April and pretty much used the money of the live account to do that. Like, get everything I made in the live account into that and just build huge positions. Yes, barely moving. Yeah. Where does the name Dome come from? It's like the name. That's what I'm called from my friends because my name is Dominic, and in German, Dome is just an abbreviation of it. That's pretty much why the name is that. Neither use for SMP. Okay. Yes is barely. Yeah, yes is lagging, but the draw should be clear. Like for me, if yes decides to expand now above this high, we're gonna rally. But we still have an old NWAG it needs to get through. And look out for SMT because ES will probably sweep the high before NQ does. And NQ goes for 26,045, I think. Can you upload this to YouTube? Yeah, I'll upload this to YouTube. Will you tomorrow use FMC data high-low bias? No, I'll listen to what the Fed Powell chairman has to say, and I'll trade when he talks. We only saw Discord. Yeah, I know. I'm not. I didn't really show anything. Do you help out with his mentorship? Yes, I'm a coach in the mentorship too. Is there anything else? Staying with FEG Edge. Was my entry good standard deviation? I mean, it was a decent entry. Like for me, no 1 minute entry trigger, nothing. But I mean, you can limit it if you want to. It's just like I said, it's a preference. Let's look at the. Give me a second. Yeah, it edged OTE. I agree. The only way to catch OTE right there, in my opinion. Yeah, it also edged that. Like that. I'm gonna hop on TradingView for a second and I'll show what I mean. Pretty much the only way to catch an entry there would have been to limit that, but I don't know, it's not something I would do. Like if you use the 50-minute range right here, because this range got invalidated right here, right? So I would use this low for the fib anchoring. You would pretty much get tapped in right here with if you had like 1 to 2 ticks of fuckery, which is expected to have, right, when you enter on a level like this. But other than that, there was no like 1 minute entry trigger, no 5 minute, there was nothing to take right here. So it was a pretty easy read on what price would do, but finding an entry is hard. And also it's right at market open rate. If we chopped a little bit before we did that, and boom, delivered. Pretty much no drawdown at all from what I told you would happen. 125 points from the gap. easiest draw of my life. Now the things change. Now it's like, is 10 a.m. Wait for this 50-minute close. I would like to see a stronger close above this high. We don't have an SMT. And then you wait for the 10 a.m. candle to open. I do still think this is the draw. Like, I've been talking about this fucking draw for ages now. Pretty much the whole from Christmas on, I told you guys we would hit these highs, but then we just chopped. And now you can see how this range on the 1 hour played out, like I explained it. And we don't go to the range from yesterday, but we use the current range to deliver. And also this 1 hour gap right here. So now I wouldn't short this, but for now it's too deep in premium, too long. So I'll just hop back on Discord because there's nothing much to do right now. Now my Discord froze. Alright, let's see. Damn, it's so laggy, fuck me. I think we're going to the daily video 133, that's my deal for the week. I mean, yeah, that's what I've been telling you guys for ages, but we didn't really hit it. That's a bearish candlewick on the W time frame on December 08. The weekly time frame is December 08. Yeah, technically yes, but you can see that we have the daily gap above, and then I just explained the checklist for rejection blocks, right? You would need to look for things that make a rejection block valid. Why is this one bad? Because we do have stacked relative equal highs above. We do have a gap, a daily gap above, right? So you already have two things that are really bad for a rejection block. Do you use indicator for NVOG? Yes, I do. Do y'all think the OTE is still valid for me? Probably not. I mean, if you like I said, if you anchored on the 1 hour, then we didn't mitigate it, right? But if you anchored it on a 50-minute lag, we hit OTE. Yeah, I can explain it again. Let me connect. Also, if ES hits OTE and Q doesn't need to go back to OTE, and we don't need to go back to OTE at all, we can use CE to deliver, which in this case we did. We used CE and a discounted PD array. If you mark it on the 50-minute lag, right here from this low to this high, then it would have hit. But then also this would be a swing right here for the range, and also this would be a swing. So this is just what looks good to me, where I would anchor it on a 15. But I looked at the 1 hour, and the 1 hour didn't get hit. But this is all you need. You have two bullish PD arrays, you have a gap, it's in discount of the range, it's below through the open. And you would need a bullish bias where you say, oh, we already made low of day, so now we're going to retrace for New York and expand. And that's pretty much what we did, right? Now we're going to wait for 10 a.m. in 40 seconds. And yeah, I need to charge my laptop. But yeah, I'm gonna I'll still stay for another like 10 minutes because I would be on for 1 hour. Now it's been 2 hours. So, are you gonna trade today? I mean, the move I wanted to see at 10 a.m. already played out. So now I would have to wait patiently and see what 10 a.m. wants to do. What's the indicator name? It's called NWOG NDOG by Kryptonite. Yeah, we have been edging this for ages now. I know. Can my Discord actually move? Thanks. Your DOL for our highs above. I mean, we hit a pretty big liquidity point already. We took out previous day high and two other highs. So the high of January 13th and the high of January 15th. So this would have been my first DOL for today. And I would have liked to see this at 10 a.m. Because now 10 a.m. opened and we're like in deep, deep premium. And the only way to trade this 10 a.m. is if we retrace now. The question is going to be how much we retrace. But yeah, so now I would just wait and not do anything. It doesn't look really good to me. Can you explain your bias today? I pretty much explained exactly what was going to happen at open. And now we just hit my DOL, so I'm gonna not do anything right now. I'm waiting for new market structure. Thanks for extending the Q&A. I had an exam, so glad I didn't miss this. Yeah, it's also like the first part is recorded. I made a mistake by pausing the recording, so there's 20 minutes missing, but you still have like 50 minutes of content you can go over. This is 1 hour wick we just created. Meet your criteria for a valid rejection block. But which 1 hour wick? Like the bullish one from the 1 hour gap? Yeah, I mean it does, but you're not gonna see price retrace there probably. The retracement already happened, so now I'm expecting more of an expansion. Or if this was the final DOL, I expect chop right now and then a retracement. But like I said, the move I wanted to see and what I wanted to trade already happened. What's a power free indicator? It's literally called power free. Why is your Discord in Dutch? It's in German, it's not in Dutch. Hello Dom, hello KP. I'm hopping off charts in Discord for today. Yeah, have a good one. I thought you were Italian. Yeah, but I'm from the north, so I come from a piece of land that was once part of the Austrian Empire before World War One. So 70% of people speak German up here, and that's why everything else is in German. That's my main language. Can you check 075 with current leg up, 1 minute order block plus 5 minute. Wait, let me go on TradingView. I think, let's see if the thing is I can't see chat right now, so I can't really look at what you're explaining. It's my biggest issue for now. Wait, can I see chat right here? Oh my god, this works. Wait, I found a way. Okay. So you're talking about this one right here, like this 1 minute lag? Yeah, I mean this would be valid. I do think we have a 5 minute gap right here, but this could be it. Like we swept my DOL, but if you want to go for a continuation trade, something like that, that's similar to yesterday or Monday, I think, you would go for a retracement right here. Also, what I just see is look at NQ that swept the previous kind of high and how ES is struggling. So we do have an SMT that pretty much formed with equal highs right here. So it's meh, but it's to keep in mind. I do expect this to get swept at a later point. Maybe we retrace now and then we'll see. But this pretty much resembles the last couple of days where 10 a.m. opens, makes a little wick, and then just expands to DOL. So this was your point of interest today, like I explained. But I didn't really take anything or see anything right here valid to take. I mean, this BPR looked really, really good, but we don't trade BPRs alone, so you look at the 15 minute. Yeah, you mean this one right here? I don't expect price to get back here, but both of them are valid, yes. So this one's valid and the other one is valid. I'm just gonna wait. Let the structure be built right here, because like I said, we do have this SMT, which probably causes us to retrace a little bit. And then if I were you, now it just depends on if you're still expecting upside, or if you say we swept this high right here and we retrace now, right? But to me, this is the higher time frame draw, which doesn't mean we need to hit it today. I'm just gonna see if some bullish legs hold or not. But my DOL got taken, so the trade I wanted to take already played out, and I didn't get in. So now it's my time to sit back and just wait. Because ES looks weaker to me. Also, the question is, how does the 5-minute leg look? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty similar. Maybe I even prefer the 5-minute to the 1-minute right now, because I want to see more structure. So I'll just go back to questions then. How fast do you think it would have been profitable if psychology wasn't a problem? If I stuck to what I know and started with ICT right away and like followed every rule and put the work into journal and market experience and stuff, I would say it takes you like a year and you can fully be profitable if you do everything the right way and do the stuff people tell you to do. But most of the people don't do that because they don't want to put in the work, they're lazy, they don't stick to they lie to themselves, like they lie in the gym. Oh, I'm gonna go to the gym today, and then they don't. Oh, I'm gonna stick to a diet, and then they don't. Right? This is how humans work. This is basic human psychology. We just lie to ourselves every day, and if you don't fix that, then it's not gonna help, and you're not gonna make it. What are you looking for now that your draw got hit? Just tape reading. Like the main trade DOL I wanted to see was taken. So now I'm gonna sit back and wait. And if I don't get a trade today, then I don't get a trade. I don't lose out. What about the daily equal highs? Yeah, that's my draw. Like the higher time frame draw, like I said. Wait, so 10 a.m. key open trade would be good enough if we like retest into an FEG and then expand higher and then limit 10 a.m. Yeah, I agree. But like, I mean, now you would wait for 10 a.m. to be closed above, then re-enter in 10 a.m. with the fib or PD array, whatever, or you would enter in discount of this range somewhere, expecting 10 a.m. to deliver higher. Catching this entry is going to be harder than waiting for a confirmation and then trading. This is not to tell you guys to wait for a close and then enter at 10 a.m. right here. This is just an idea. If you execute, think why you execute, if it matches your model, whatever. Does it match your bias? Does it match my outlook I made before I hopped on charts? So don't purely rely on what I'm saying. Right? Yeah, when we take my DOL or our DOL, I just wait for new structure. And then I can make the argument now that price is going to retrace off of this sweep somewhere around here. Or you could make the argument and say, this is my higher time frame draw, and then you would wait structure to validate your trade off of that. So there's two possibilities that can happen right now. And you execute on the one that matches your outlook, your bias, and the market structure. What do you mean by new structure? It depends. Like the 1 minute is probably going to spend a little bit of time right here and then form new structure. With new structure, I mean order blocks, maybe even an SMT, or maybe you say, oh, I'm going to wait for the 5 minute to make my structure, right? We tap this gap, we're respecting bullish order flow, we didn't mitigate the range though, right? Now you're going to want to see a close above this gap and inverse it, which shows strength, is a good bullish sign. Then you would want to see ES catch up and sweep the high, not make an SMT, right? Everything is respecting bullish order flow right now. How long did it take for you to become profitable? I hit my first big payouts 1.5 years in, but to actually be profitable, I would say close to a little bit over 2 years. So in this case, for me, it looks like a nice continuation trade. With everything I don't like is that we did not hit the EQ. Yes, I agree. But like the last couple days, we never really went back to EQ anyway because we were so bullish. Um, this is now a. I mean, yeah, yes, did hit EQ. You're right. This is now a take it or leave it trade, right? If you want to enter in premium, you can. If you say no, it's not matching my outlook, it's not matching what I expected to happen, I'm not going to do anything, then don't do anything. Because you can see we still have S&P right here. ES is not really willing to take the high yet. Now we made a new S&P. What would you say the best for me to take is if I'm 6 months into learning how to trade? Well, first of all, develop a model. Um, or like use the concepts in this Discord to make a decent model. And then once you have a model and you gather data in journal, you need to fix your mental side uh, of trading to make it the model work. Would you consider S&P at EQ? I mean, yeah, even now, like this S&P right here is bad. You would look for a bullish one or something like that. Would that 50-minute inverse just should have been a good limit. What 50-minute inverse? Like enter right here on the inversion of this gap. Like I don't trade inversions, I trade differently. Tell me how much money did you lose starting out with trading? I would say like 30K in my first year on EVAs and 2 live accounts. But this is stuff I already went over in the beginning of the live. So if there's stuff that's gonna get asked again, just go back in the live. It's gonna be uploaded and rewatch the live stream because I can't go over everything 3 times. Like there's not gonna be a benefit for the people that were in the call when it actually started. But pretty much, this is like if I wasn't answering questions right now, you can see that I'm not doing anything at the moment because there is like nothing to do at the moment for me. Ooh, 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 ooh. Would you say 9:30, 11 a.m. New York time is the most optimal to trade? Yeah, I would say so. Bro, I wouldn't even consider that 50-minute. Because most of the time, if you place a limit there, it just gets ran through because we retrace more. Like, this is not how I would use inversions. It's too small to be significant. Because the candle after sweeps the high too right away in one go. So, I don't know. We still trade at 10 a.m. key open if price hits to 10 a.m. I mean, we do have bearish S&P, like I told you. We hit this now, but we do have bearish S&P right now. So you have the chance of this working out, right? It's not even in discount. This is like the most premium fucking entry you could get today. We do have a BPR, yes. But this is I don't know. You would be hugely bullish to actually expect this to hit up here. So it's all a probability, right? If this hit like EQ of the range, then I would be more inclined. But this to me looks so weak. Like in Q, ES just not is not really willing to go anywhere. It's just struggling. right? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Someone ping me fucking free chat. Fuck that. Bro, what did you even think? Damn. Just longed an order block. I told you we have bearish team. You just longed a 5 minute order block or 3 minute, whatever you longed. You're long with 3 minute? No, a 1 minute one. Like it didn't give anything when you entered the trade. You gave a 1 minute manipulation lower, which was like 10 points. And that's where you said, okay, this is the wick of the 1 hour candle. I don't know. When do we hop off charts? In like 45 minutes. I trade up to 11 a.m. I just need to get back to ADM real quick. All right. So wait for better manipulation, like it did go into the 5 minute gap. You entered before that, right? Yeah, you entered before that. What are you talking about? Like you entered right here on this candle, and this is where we tapped the 5 minute. Like you're saying, this little candle is the manipulation of the 10 a.m. thing. You're expecting this small wick to deliver up here, not going to this kind of this lag, not going into a gap. Like this didn't do nothing. This was just the volatility of 10 a.m. opening. For later trade triggers higher, and that is I don't know, Powell. For trade just today with high news volatility or don't clear DRL, yeah, and skip the rest. Easy as that. Oh, fuck off. Would you recommend not trading close to market open as a beginner? Market open is usually lower probability. It's just more volatile. It's not lower probability, it manipulates a lot, but it's more volatile. And if you know how to deal with it, then go for it. We are in a daily order block. No, for me not, because I have BADJ on. For me the chart is different than yours probably. This to me is not really a daily order block because we have this strange ass gap right here. Right. This would be the order block. We're way past that. And this is the next draw. Now I get it, and then I get it. You're trying to learn. This is just I didn't mean to be rude. Just trying to explain. Is it better to have a time, or does it not really matter if I have a good plan? I mean, time just makes it easier for you to stick to your rules. If you hop off when you know you should be hopping off, it doesn't even fucking deliver to like this small ass range. Damn. I mean, this is a really bad sign right here. All these stacked lows. At the same time, you see we have an SMT again on the 1 minute. This is now high resistance price action because we have SMTs both ways and it just keeps us in a range. What entries did you see today? Nothing. I just called how we would trade out or like deliver, but I didn't see any entry. Oh, what Samuel or Samu? What was your entry there? Like you just randomly placed a limit there, or was it because of the down close candle? Because I get the idea of the down close candle in CISD. That's just not the way I use or like I trade it. Yeah, if you start out trading, tape read like every day. Thank you for the recaps. Yeah, I'll keep them up. No worries. If it helps, I'm glad to be helping you guys. Uh, Is your chart real data or is yeah, my chart is real data. You need to pay on TradingView to have it in real time. My question is more like, let's say it expands like I marked. Would you still consider taking 10 AM key open? I mean, yeah, if you still have a higher time frame draw to the upside you want to get hit, then yes. The only thing I don't like right now is the S&P, but with this small internal S&P right here, if I had to bet, ES makes the run for the high, then we probably expand a lot higher up here, and Q goes for this high. So the 10 a.m. entry today was, I mean, I wouldn't say it was decent because it didn't even hit like this right here. It didn't even give like a decent entry trigger. So it's, don't be mad about it. This is just, this is bad. You're gonna find way better entries. Um, this could be engineered liquidity if we decide to come back down, but like I said, this is just my take on the market right now. Can you show us an example of CISD on your screen? It's pretty much, this would be a CISD. This is the last leg down, like manipulation before the move up. And if there's a few candles, like let's say it's like here, right, where we have one manipulation move, the CISD for me is up here. Like it's all these combined, because on the higher time frame, this is one order block. It's just something I found to be working best for me. But stick to the things Powell teaches with order blocks and CISD because I use it differently. And for the way Powell teaches it, it's easier for you guys to understand. Why did the daily look different on your chart? Because I have the ADJ on, and this is the contract adjustment. I just saw it on the video. And to check a video that CSD is one of the free CSDs that worked for me before. So yeah, you can use it. Like I said, CSD is pretty much is an order block, yes. We're still holding the S&P, guys. Now we probably make another S&P when Q takes this low. Can you show a quick example of how you would enter, meaning the entry triggers, not the draw? What do you mean? Like, there's no entry for me. I didn't see everything. I didn't see anything to take. So turn BIDJ on every time, or is there specific? No, I have BIDJ on because I want my contracts to be adjusted. I don't want to have a gap when contracts roll over. This is just how I use it. This is also how Powell uses it. It doesn't make a difference. The only difference is old price action before the contract rollover. So this right here on your guys' chart, right? Your guys' chart probably looks like this, where we already took all these highs. But you have this huge gap in price where the contract rollover, or was it later at some point? You have a gap in price that I don't have because I want to be trading the current contract, matching the old price action. And that's why I use the adjustment tool for that. That's the difference. Both work. You can use this or you can use the other one. I just explained what BADJ is. It's the contract adjustment. So you don't have a rollover gap. If it's not clear, just look up a video on YouTube on it because there's, I don't know how else to explain it. Maybe another guy finds an easier explanation, but now you would have an entry trigger right here. And it didn't get tapped. It's like a 3-point stop. Crazy. And we do have S&T. I'm not saying to take this, right? This is not a signal. I'm just tape reading. A rollover happens 4 times a year. Like every futures contract rolls over every 3 months. What's the entry trigger? Please watch the entry trigger video. Please, because it's this would be your 1 minute entry trigger if you wanted to take this kind of this leg. But this is really hard to trade right now because you have like triple SMTs at highs. You had an SMT right here. You're stuck in a like 40-point range. It's just super bad at the moment. Yeah, I mean the free chat is just retarded as hell. I agree, and that's why I don't chat in there because it's a waste of time. It's completely waste of my time to chat in there. Uh, but yeah, I think this is gonna be it because there's not really much to do right here. I mean, this range is invalidated because we reswap this. Now it's about does this range hold right here or are we gonna sweep the 1 minute range low and go for the 50-minute gap right here? Then we do have S&P at the high, so this could drive us into the gap right here, which would be um, this one.
Hello.
Hello.
That 10 a.m. entry was low key clean, but would have gotten break even.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to do like a stream for 1 hour, but then I said, well, I mean, I can still stay on and just tape read a bit.
How long
Um,
you been on?
2.5 hours now. We started at like,
2.5 hours?
yeah. It was Q&A and then it went into
Oh
Outlook and now we're just tape reading pretty much.
oh
Because
shit.
I'm bored and I'm like, what else should I do? Like, price is pretty bad, so.
Yeah, yeah. Apex are having my accounts approved, so I can't really
Oh, so
see
you're
it.
getting a payout?
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, yeah, we talked about 10 a.m., but I told them it's pretty bad condition. We had SMTs both ways and just, I don't know, didn't really like it. Because it didn't
Yeah.
even go for like CE of the 1 minute range. Like, not even discount, right? It tapped 10 a.m. and just.
Yeah, it tapped 25% on the
Yeah.
day. That's about it. But midnight open is like right at discount, so could
Mm-hmm.
potentially see
I
that
mean,
getting
if
tapped.
yes starts to retrace, because it looks like it wants to be gay again, then
Yeah.
NQ is gonna follow. And
Yeah, we swept out some highs, but realistically, we should go to 26,120.
yeah, that's my draw. Yeah.
Yeah, especially when we're this close. It would be super gay to turn around here.
I mean, I pretty much told them we would be probably opening lower into this discount and then deliver to the relative equal highs on the 4 hour, which we did perfectly do, but then it didn't give an entry right here for me at least. And now it depends if we want
Yeah,
to expand or just retrace more. That's the question
yeah,
right now.
yeah.
Oh, they did. Oh, My Funny Futures came out with the new Flex Core plan.
Today?
Yeah, you can. Damn, this is crazy. You can get 5K payout cap, no consistency in sim funded, and it's just $10 more than the old one.
Fuck. That's low key value.
That's crazy. Like it's $107, but you can get a 20% off with a code. So it's like $87, and you get 5K with no consistency. That's
Damn.
crazy. I'm gonna get new accounts
Yeah, might have to add some to the roster.
because I do have 5 already, but this is just huge. You could have a few backups.
Yeah.
and then just go big on the old ones, and if they blow, then whatever, and just use the new ones.
Yeah. Low key goaded.
And once you pass, it instantly upgrades into a funded account. So if you pass it like in AM session, you can trade it in PM session. That's good too.
Yeah. That's crazy. Huh.
Opportunity to reactivate for $4.99.
Damn, that is
Straight back to funded for $500. Yeah.
wild.
I don't know about that one, but
That's low key shit.
yeah.
Some people are probably gonna do that though.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, their Top Step introduced it with their back to funded reset
Why are
for
these guys in the
funded accounts.
comments arguing over whether I use a non-stick pan or not, bro?
I don't know. I mean, that's the most important questions in life, right?
I guess, yeah, I guess. This 5-minute RB low key bottom ticking right now.
Yeah. I mean, it does look
Mid-ish
good.
beginning of a 15.
We'll see.
We're low key beginning to chop.
I do hope we break out of the range tomorrow because I'm
Yeah.
so sick of trading this bullshit. Like,
Do you want to go live tomorrow with
yep,
E7 for the
yeah.
FOMC?
I mean, I'm down for the whole week. It
Alright.
was just yesterday. I thought you said like at 1 a.m., but then
Oh,
when you texted, I was like, oh damn, it's 1 p.m. So
yeah.
that's on me. I just read it the wrong way, but
No worries.
it was a good live yesterday. Pretty insightful, I would say.
Yeah. Yep, I gotta post that shit. Uh, uh, um, 5-minute looks really good for higher, and then
Yeah,
I did wish maybe ES could take out that 5-minute low, get a little SMT going, but
yeah.
I guess not.
If this just runs now, because I don't know, I feel like
Yeah, good.
NQ respected the range on the 1 minute, but it's kind of on the 1 minute. It's so choppy to
Mm,
I don't know. Yeah. If we get a decent retracement or like a nice S&T between ES and NQ, this could actually be a decent entry for 120, 127, like all the stacked highs.
yeah, should.
Let me check the other chat real quick. Yeah.
Who was asking about taking midnight?
I mean, yeah, we talked about it right when we saw this pump in this live here.
I doubt it's gonna go there though.
Yeah, because people also asked me if you look at the 15-minute and the 1 hour, you see the rejection block we made,
Yeah.
and they asked if it's valid if price goes down there to take it, and I was like, yeah, well, if you want to see bullish price action, it's not going to retrace that much probably. We will just go into lower time frame gaps and then expand.
Yeah.
Because I mean, true the open is at a good spot, but if we go lower than that, then I don't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe this 5 minute holds and we just deliver. Actually, some guy said you're hella mad now that you got exposed for having a non-stick pen. Oh my god.
Bruh. It's not a non-stick pan.
I mean, that guy has like no problems in life if he asks something like that.
Yo, Powell, you know what I asked but didn't answer? Why? I think we did answer.
Uh, well, NQ took the high.
Yeah,
Now ES is probably going for it too. ES rejected through the open or like midnight open,
nice.
and
I don't see much of a retrace here. We're probably just gonna rally towards the
yeah.
highs.
I
Maybe
mean
we'll
the
get a
5 minute you
momentum.
mentioned before, like it used the C of the wick to deliver,
Yeah.
which was a lower time for range, but realistically, would you enter that on? I don't know.
I mean, it's a 5 minute wick, but then if you scale down to the one, it's also like
It's a 1 minute gap in
OTE of that
OTE,
little
and
wick.
then it's below 10 a.m. Yeah, I mean, I see why
Yeah,
you would take that.
yeah,
This is pretty much being like the exact model that played out over the last 5 days. Like 10 a.m. opens,
yeah,
retraces a little bit, close above, and then delivery.
yeah. True this, true this.
But yeah, what do you expect for tomorrow for FMC?
Honestly, I mean, we're probably gonna break out of the range
Yeah,
today.
that's what I hope.
Like, if you look at gold though, like something's
Bro, even
definitely
silver.
cooking.
Silver made
Yeah.
14% yesterday, which is crazy.
Mm,
But then
it's
the only thing
fucked.
sketching me out a bit is it's 97% chance that they're gonna pause tomorrow. So they're not gonna um,
Mm,
drop rates, which to me like
yeah,
says it's pretty much already priced in completely, right? So I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe Powell talks about something that moves the market, but I think the decision itself is not gonna do much.
Nah. ES is like almost at all-time high.
Yeah,
So I mean, I don't. Yeah,
Apex has 90% sale. I mean, yeah, but I'm not really into Apex to be honest. It's not my firm.
oh shit, Apex just announced 90%.
That's what he said in chat. I'm not sure if it's actually
Yeah, I
like.
just got an email.
I mean, I'm gonna get my Funny Futures accounts probably because they're pretty much the same as the
Yeah,
Upstep right now without activation fee, which is crazy.
yeah,
Just 90-10 split, 5k payout, and no consistency.
yep.
That's good.
Do I have a discount right now with the 500 futures or no? Check.
I mean, you should have got one, I guess, because they announced. I looked at their Discord yesterday for when the Flex add-on thing is gonna drop because they removed the accounts
Mm,
and they actually just dropped it 10 minutes ago. So
damn, yeah, I think I have a 20% discount with
yeah, it should be
um
20%. Yeah,
yeah,
because they're
nice.
priced at 107 and with discount it says $87.
Yep.
And I know you guys search for performance, but why don't you try the concept of the carry trade for passive easy incomes, where you borrow in low interest rate countries and invest them in high return bonds from other countries? I mean, yeah, you can do that if you want to invest into bonds, but bonds rarely pay more than 4 to 5%. So I don't know. Oh, it's only one discount you can get. Like one is going to be discounted 20%.
Yeah.
It's not like five or so. It's just code one-time use. Also, like the 50-minute gap look good on NQ
Yeah.
lower. I mean, this probably was it. Even if it retraces now, like are you excited for bike season again? Like in 2 to 3 months, maybe, if we get lucky.
Yes and no. I'm scared because, ugh, I don't know. I
It's
was
been
considering
some
selling the
time,
bike,
right?
but then I think, yeah, I think I might just keep it as like furniture.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna ride that much because that shit low key scares the shit out of me.
I mean, it is scary, yeah, I agree. But it's also like uncomparable to anything else. Because
True.
even if you're like in a fast car or something, a bike is just the insane version of that.
Yep.
Yeah. Would 10 a.m. be mitigated since we tapped went under? If we tap it again, like it's still valid if it retaps? I mean, yeah, if it matches with other conferences, right? You can still, if you have a higher time frame draw to the upside, you can still use 10 a.m. as entry.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Pretty boring day overall. Like the moment 10 a.m.
Yeah.
opened, there's nothing happened,
Yeah.
or just volume dies down at 10 a.m.
And then we kind of had like a double manipulation at 10 a.m. as well.
Yeah.
Bro,
Oh, now
bro,
he's back.
today had zero entry, bro.
Yeah, I mean the move was easy to
It
predict.
gave a
Like,
30-second entry. Yeah,
I
I
mean,
was looking till long.
yeah, me too. I pretty much explained what was going to happen with the gap and discount of the high term frame range, but no entry at all.
Yeah. Also, there was longs on gold, but I'm just not looking anymore, bro. Hello, Powell. Hello, Powell. Look,
Hello.
look. Oh, I don't have soundboard in here, bro. Fucking soundboard. Yeah, my draw hit as well on gold, bro.
But tonight
And
you
on
can
silver as
stay.
well, bro. Yeah,
You
pretty
got
fucking
tonight.
boring day, bro.
Yeah, it is. I'm just
I
gonna.
had this on NQ.
Yeah, you can
I
stream
had a
if you want,
standard.
cause I'm on laptop, so this shit is just slow as fuck. I'll let you stream, and then I'll just. Bro, it's 2 hours and 12 minutes. I'm not gonna post all of that.
Wait, I had
Oh
this on
yeah.
NQ.